Lassit Malinga. With 3 overs left in the innings, Sri Lanka have to be mindful here of not being bowled out. It's already a disappointing, I suppose, last half of the innings for them in comparison to the first 20 overs of the match, which were played very well.
Well, there's certainly a chance for the second one. It definitely did freeze up there in the centre. Really is a stunning picture.
Closing in the field, mid-off, mid-on in position, and the sweeper has come off the offside boundary because it's Malinga on strike. And it is the end of Malinga. It took 1 ball, and Sri Lanka capitulating towards the end here.
Well, this is very ordinary from Sri Lanka. It was, in the end, a nothing delivery, a straight ball. He could have done something about this one. Look, hardly any movement. Played inside the line of the ball. Pitched in line of that off stump and hitting the off stump. And Abdur Razak, well, he's been a phenomenal success in the end for Pakistan. His 3rd wicket. Gone for naught. Sri Lanka 240 for 9.
पेरिस में साहिल? जी बिल्कुल, पेरिस में साहिल के पकवान ने तहलका मचा दिया है और दूर दूर से साहिल के मद्दाह अपने दोस्तों और रिश्तेदारों समेत साहिल की जानिब खिंचे चले आ रहे हैं। सिर्फ आपका इंतजार है। आएं और भूख को चमका देने वाली डिशेस को ट्राई करें। लजीज और सेहतमंद खाना शायद ही आपको कहीं और मिले। साहिल, पेरिस की जान, उम्दा और बेहतरीन पकवान।
I'm sure when Chaminda Vas gave Malinga the single and gave him a lot of his strike, the 5 deliveries left in the over, he didn't expect the straight ball to end his innings and bring Dilhara Fernando in. But a slip in place, and there is no doubt that Razak will be targeting the stumps again. Negotiated.
It was an easy wicket in the end for Abdur Razak. Ball pitching on that off stump, hitting the off stump. Malinga making room to expose his stumps. That ball taking the bails with itself.
Oh, that's the one thing that Razak has been guilty of today, and it's compounded by a needless throw at the stumps that has gone for an overthrow. So 2 runs.
Must be so frustrating for Yunus Khan. He's had the better of the Sri Lankans. And Shoaib Malik just losing himself a little. No need to throw. Importantly, it has given the strike back to Chaminda Vas.
You alluded to it earlier. You looked at the scorecard and you talked about the first 3 guys in particular, one of whom was expected to bat through, and that's why Taranga's shot, I think, was a little disappointed given that he's taken 8 off the over already. And then everyone just getting into double figures, getting starts apart from Dilshan. Not getting that free figures.
Yes, it turned out to be a pretty ordinary effort in the end from the Sri Lankan top order, because they weren't threatened at all by Pakistan during that phase of the game. In fact, Pakistan were very much on the back foot.
Oh, very good over from Razak. 243 for 9.
Yes, it turned out to be a very fruitful over for Abdul Razak.
Come on, boys, come on.
After a ragged start, he's come back strongly. He's picked up 3 wickets. His first 3 overs had gone for 28. Good comeback from Razak.
Two overs left in the innings. Sri Lanka will be hoping to utilize every delivery possible. We're not saying that it may not be a winning total, it may be enough, it may not, but certainly you would have expected Sri Lanka, given their first 20 overs, to have gotten closer to 300. Good crowd turned out today again. Very good crowd. Second best crowd of the tournament so far. The best crowd, no doubt, was the India-England match. And it has created a very good atmosphere. They're a vociferous crowd as well. They've been cheering for both teams as we build into this championship.
Yes, and I've been pleasantly surprised that Pakistan team has had good support from this crowd. There you see, very impressive turnout indeed. That's what he needs to do, get Chaminda Vaas on strike. Will he go now, Chaminda, or wait till the last over? That's a big question, probably making rounds in his mind.
I'd wait for the last over. Really, I'd really have to if I were Vass. And he doesn't. Just the one. And Dilhara Fernando will have to face a potential 2 deliveries.
Pakistan have been able to lift themselves in the field by fielding well. But run out by Hafiz could very well turn out to be a turning point in the end, because he got rid of a set Marvan Atapattu. That partnership with Maroof was looking as if Sri Lankans would topple Pakistan during that period, but good presence of mind shown by Hafiz got Pakistan back into rhythm and form, back in the game importantly.
It'll be the last ball to be bowled by Hafiz in this match. Very good spell economy rate of 3.5. Very impressive what Pakistan have done today in the field. 247 for 9.
It's an empty dressing room. Remember, they only have 12 players available for this game. So the coach is on his own clapping the performance of his players. Haven't seen him so animated before. Paul Woolmer. Current rate 5.04 runs per over. At one stage, Sri Lankans were way beyond 6.
Dropping short.
He's done the right thing. He's taken a bit of a risk, but risk coming off rather nicely for him, because Chaminda Vaas is on strike. And he needs to strike gold here, Chaminda. It's not going to be easy. Abdur Razzaq can be a difficult customer because he's wicket to wicket.
Oh, he's guilty of a no ball, searching for the Yorker. He's punched down the ground, so 5 runs. And the 8th no ball of the innings brings up 250 for Sri Lanka.
Neat stroke from Chaminda Vas. Another no ball from Abdur Razzaq. This must be hurting Pakistan quite badly, importantly the captain. Every run is crucial because they'll have to chase well on this pitch, which is sort of stopping a little bit now. Oh, bowled him. Great piece of work from Abdur Razzaq in the end. He did not panic at all after being hit for a 4. Stuck to his gun and got rid of Chaminda Vas in the end. This is a terrific comeback from Pakistan. From nowhere they've come and jolted Sri Lanka quite badly. Fought hard, fought well Pakistan, and in the end an excellent result for Yunus Khan and co. Chaminda Vas, the last man to be dismissed for 15. Sri Lanka 253, 49.2 overs, so couldn't consume the entire quota of the overs. Pakistan in a huddle, just trying to get the spirit up. Yunus Khan. This is a terrific effort, Ian, considering that they lost 2 of their main weapons. And the bowlers doing a fine job restricting Sri Lanka to 253, who at one stage were threatening to go beyond 300.
Yeah, they were well placed at 125 for 2 after 20 overs after the power plays, but they lost their last 5 wickets with 28. Jayasuriya top scoring with 48 to 39 to Sangakkara, 36 to Atapattu. Too many starts and no one carrying the innings and building a big total. It may be enough, you never know, but certainly Pakistan will be happy with this score. At the start of the day, if you asked them if they would take this, I think they might have.
Pakistan came back gallantly through Razzaq, Shoaib Malik, Afridi and Hafiz. Rana Naveed, Raif Taqar were put away for few, especially Rana Naveed, but they ended up nicely getting rid of Sri Lanka for 253.
Partnerships of 63 at the top, 45, 33 and a 40, and it has set Pakistan 254 runs. As if Pakistan was stunned by those revelations yesterday, but certainly in the field they've all come together. Some of the parts have put in a good performance in the field. As the sun goes down here in Jaipur, Vs Sri is talking to Sanath Jayasuriya.
Live and exclusive on ARY Digital. 10 teams. 21 days of intense cricket. Australia. England. South Africa. New Zealand, India, Pakistan, West Indies, Bangladesh, Zimbabwe, Sri Lanka. Don't miss the action live and exclusive on ARY Digital, the home of international cricket. This offer is valid for European viewers excluding UK. For further information, call +44 808 234 8173.
Of what we're about to see as well, a pitch slowing down. We'll have to wait and see, but certainly the fact that Sri Lanka have Jayasuriya, Murali and Dilshan within their bowling ranks 3 full-time spinners, if you like, may well be to their advantage, although the other thing coming into it is the dew factor. So there are a number of interesting factors here about to unfold. The other one, of course, is from Pakistan's perspective, the fact that their first choice captain is such a key player in the middle order for them, Inzamam.
Imran Farhat with an average of 31 and an acceptable strike rate as well at the age of 28. And alongside him, Mohammad Hafiz, 36 matches to his name. Average isn't astounding, average of 17 at a strike rate of 52. It doesn't lend itself to what you might have expected. But a quality bowler in Chaminda Vass tore the heart out of the West Indies top order in Sri Lanka's last match. He will swing it in. Saw him practicing on the grass a moment ago and he was already swinging it, so it will be a surprise if he doesn't swing this new ball in the umpire's S play. Pass. And Pakistan are away. Murali is after it, doesn't have the strongest arm. And a lot will depend, we feel, on the opening partnership in building a foundation here. It's a testing total.
Just a smidgen of movement back in to Hafiz, but also, of course, the new ball provides more scoring opportunities. It's harder at this stage, it bounces a little bit more, it comes from the back faster. So on slower pitches, it often is the opportunity to get a good start.
Slip and a gully in place. And away movement. You'd expect that from Chaminda Vass. Your bowlers have to have a plan coming out here. Chaminda Vass is experienced enough to know what he has to do. He can be penetrative with that swing, but he doesn't give a lot away the best of times.
No, lost a wee bit of pace, hasn't he? But still has enough tricks, I think, up the sleeve. Here, of course, now, because of that, instead of one gully and one slip, we've now got the 2 slips in.
Wide signalled. It's a partnership at the other end between Vass and the much quicker Lassit Malinga, who's improved leaps and bounds. Will also get a little bit of a cricket. A lovely shot. Is this a sign of things to come from Pakistan? At a time where they seemed a bit dishevelled coming into the match.
Well, a terrific start by each of Pakistan's opening batsmen. Not a lot of foot movement. Just a little short from Vass, and the ball, as we found earlier today, just skidding on nicely at a good height to attack.
We spoke about the dew factor and how that may possibly, or possibly not, come into play in the latter stages of this match. All seems okay at the moment. The slip has come out now into a short point. So one slip. It's a much better line. I think anything from what we saw earlier in the day, anything that offers the batsman a smidgen of room on a pitch that has offered more consistent bounce has a propensity to rush away square of the wicket. Vs is experienced enough to know that tighter line is what is required here. Very good. Not a good over for Pakistan, 8 without loss.
Well, an interesting over, because Vs also knows if he doesn't swing the ball, that it's going to continue the same angle that he delivers it from. And to the left-hander, that means it's going to end up round about leg stump, and that can be tucked away pretty comfortably. So he's got to continue to get over the first 3 or 4 overs, get it to move away.
And for those reasons of understanding how much the ball will swing early is why, for the swing bowler, I have a great deal of respect for guys like Vs who can come out and hit the mark straight away. It's always a feeling out period. It may go down the leg side and you can look rather foolish. So to get a feel straight away is so important. And for Malinga, nevertheless, he's quick. There has been some discussion around as to pace and how much of the attention should go to consistency. I think the best thing is obviously, if you're bowling quick, to get it in good areas. If you're very quick and it's all over the shop, you can be very expensive. Good start.
Well, for me, Malinga is really a 2-length bowler because of the angle that he delivers. Look, it's a very round arm slinging from a low, he's not a tall man anyway, from a low trajectory, and I think that suits ideally a bouncer Yorker man, so he will get good bounce. The trouble will be is if he just starts hitting for a goodish length, because he doesn't get bounce, a player will look to drive him once he gets in.
Brilliantly fielded. That was travelling at a rate of knots.
The finer she goes early on with the new ball, the faster. No swing there for Malinga. Really good effort at 5.
Well done, old boy. There's an expectation amongst this crowd. They've gone relatively silent. Not what you want, really. The right-hand, left-hand combination is always the most advantageous sort of combination, a good right-hand, left-hand combination, that is, to confuse or put off opening bowlers. 96 one-day internationals for Simon, and almost the same number, just 2 more for Billy Bowden. Fellow New Zealander of yours, Jeff Crow, left of screen, the match referee, and hiding behind the pillar is West Indian Jamaican heritage, Mr. Steve Buckner, the most senior of them all. Nicely played. Imran Farhat has timed it to perfection.
Once you get accustomed to the angle of delivery from Malinga, you can press on to the front foot. This one's just that length I was saying. It's not far enough up to Yorker man, and it's not far enough back to take advantage of his pace. You can play through the ball quite safely. does take some time, I'm sure, though, to get used to that angle of delivery. Now, if some stay down, ooh, messy. Just when Malinga wanted to put a few good balls together. Most unlike Dilshan, who's that kept. Sometimes the first 10 overs of this second innings, I've got a feeling in the first matches we've had here, have been pretty demanding ones for batsmen.
Another good over for Pakistan, 9 off it, 17 without loss. Daryl Harper and Malcolm Speed having a chat. It's interesting, an interesting approach in taking the quick singles in amongst the boundaries. It's a very positive approach by Pakistan.
Well, so far, it's what you want, isn't it, from your opening batsman? It's urgency without, indiscretion. You don't want that. You want to be aggressive, but you want to be determined not to get out. That's getting more on target from Vs. Once, of course, he starts doing that, then the ball that goes straight across comes into play. Now there was a little gap this time. A gap between bat and pad. Watch you just a little wider, doesn't move quite so much, and there's the gap. Really good bowler, that's sometimes all you need.
Very positive approach. It went past Maharouf in quick time. Pakistan are off to a flyer.
Well, the intent is clearly there. It's a low trajectory drive. Almost yorks himself away and doesn't quite get the loft he would like to have. So it goes quite close to Maharouf. Heart in the mouth stuff just for a moment for Hafiz, but it was quickly away.
More runs. Three overs gone, 24 without loss.
PIA के मेन सेलर्स और IATA के मेंबर होने के साथ साथ उम्रा और हज के लिए किंगडम ऑफ सऊदी अरेबिया के अप्रूव्ड ऑपरेटर्स लिंक वोयाज लिंक वोयाज दुनिया भर में बहुत ही सस्ते किराए, बेशुमार प्रमोशंस और नहायती दोस्ताना और क्विक सर्विस के लिए नंबर्स और एड्रेसेस स्क्रीन से नोट फरमाइए और आपकी सहूलत के लिए शार्ल्स डी गॉल एयरपोर्ट पर भी लिंक वोयाज का स्पेशल काउंटर पाइए। Bon voyage avec लिंक वोयाज।
That India got off to a good start, a quick start, because he felt as it got deeper into the innings, as the ball got older, it got softer, and it stopped coming onto the bat with the type of consistency that they would like. I just wonder if Pakistan are sensing here a similar approach, and if they feel they need to make use of these power plays in chasing their total. Got to guard against recklessness though.
Well, I had the impression, I've got to say, a few moments ago, that sounded like an excuse coming up, doesn't it, Ian? But I did think that the ball went past the bat a lot in the first 10 overs. But looking at the three scores we've had here, just handed to me, my memory slight awry, and because the West Indies Bangladesh, it was 41 for none. This is in the second innings, folks, from the first 10 overs. 41 for none, 35 for one, and 68 for one. And there's more runs there. He saunters down the wicket contentedly, looking at that as it accelerates to the crowd. Nice stroke. Bharat's underway here.
I suppose it's the straighter angle that shows that it's not as much room as you would have thought outside the off stump. It is just a touch outside the off stump. I wouldn't have thought that it deserved that as a bowler, but it got it.
I suppose, though, those figures that I was just giving, 41 for none, 35 for one, and 68 for one off the 10 overs, the first 10 overs in the second innings, does at least say that perhaps with the new ball it's much easier to score.
The objective here for Jawardner is to let his bowlers know that room cannot be given, as I said earlier. Yep, that has to be the type of line. Length has complemented as well. And anything, as we saw with Jasuria, he was just given a few inches earlier today and it sped away square of the wicket.
Yes, ideally, Malinga, you'd think with that action would get the ball to come back into someone like Farhat, and if you can get him just playing across the line slightly into the leg side, that's what you want to encourage him to do. Maybe it'll skid into the pads like that, but he's got to get it straighter. Got away with one, no wide.
I often think with this lower arm, I always feel that more than most bowlers in the world, his margins for error are so small because just too late or too early at the point of release, because it's low, it's not at 12 o'clock. It can fire wide of the off stump or fire leg side. 29 without loss.
शेर पंजाब की बेइंतहा मकबूलियत और कामयाबी के बाद अब ईद उल फित्र के पुरमुसर्रत मौके पर पेरिस के वासियों के लिए एक बेमिसाल तोहफा, न्यू शेर पंजाब। रियो गफेदिलेते और रियो फारबर्ग सैंदनी के हसीन संगम पर गार्दी लिस्ट के नजदीक पाको हिंद के खानों का अनमोल मरकज। न्यू शेर पंजाब फैमिली माहौल में वेडिंग्स, बर्थडे पार्टीज यानी किसी भी ओकेजन के लिए ईद के रोज से तैयार। न्यू शेर पंजाब।
So they bowled beautifully. I thought came back very well in the field without Asif, without Akhtar. How many people expected it? Not too many of these fans. Now the keeper Sangakkara is up to the stumps for Vs.
Well, the trouble with that, of course, and no slips, is that Vs has to bowl very, very straight. This one was just enough width for Hafiz. And he's got it down wide of third man. Just see the short mid-wicket and picture there. Thick outside middle, the boys are happy. A lot of talk about Pakistan battling, of course, and having such a turbulent time recently, but some others would say that perhaps they're quite accustomed to a landscape of turmoil. But they kept going pretty well in the park today, actually.
Come on, Vasi, come on, boys.
Off cutter. Little drawing of fingers down the side of the ball. Sometimes it hits the seam and it spits. Misfield again. It's the second misfield that we've seen. And Maharoof not very quick to recover. So Sri Lanka just a little bit, well, not the usual high standards here to begin with.
Well, we've seen them just once, and that was up at Chandigarh, and they looked extremely efficient and disciplined in the field. But so far, maybe they're feeling pressure for the first time in this tournament here. They've had comfortable victories right through. They've had to travel. What to say from Mumbai up here. Whoa. Now this is starting to look really productive for Pakistan.
It's uncharacteristic of Vs, isn't it? Whiff again. A little bit of whiff, which on good pitches is all that a batsman needs. We have his consistent bounce and he can play through the line.
Change in the field. Short mid wickets come across to the offside. You can see both catching there. No slips.
Finger goes up. And after 10 runs in the over, this is a welcome comeback for Shaminder Vs and Sri Lanka.
Hafiz the man. 14 balls for his 22. Striking the ball sweetly. Vs again mixing it up. Just getting the faintest of edges. And a good catch from Sangakkara. Difficult to stand up. And we're only in the 6th over. So Hafiz, the first Pakistan wicket to fall. It's been a lively opening partnership, 39 for 1.
One more wicket here, lads, come on! Only one, lads! Ilana!
Malinga. Very good over. He's such a clever man, Shaminder Vs. He forces Yunus Khan to make his entrance, and he's an outstanding player in his own right. Clever changes of pace under pressure. The pace again, hits the bat very hard. Well played by Farhat. We saw earlier in the Chaminda Vass over, the last one, where he rolled his fingers down the side of the ball and it bounced and hit Sangakkara in the shoulder, taking pace off the ball. It spat and the ball comes onto the bat. A couple of nice shots were played in the over, and this, there's a wicket ball, pace off it, the bat drawn to it like a magnet. Very good catch.
Now this is, to me, is the example I was talking about with Malinga. I think he's a much better bowler when he's bowling two lengths. He's either bowling the short pitch delivery. It's got to be straight, of course, and on target, but he hurries onto you a lot more. That last one was a little wide, but that's a very good length for a bowler like him. And then the other length, of course, I think is right up in the block hole. He just is optically so hard to pick up. Yeah, well, Vass, the first one got bounced, the second one just drawn towards it, and there's the indication of a fine edge. That's why, of course, it's just gone into the right glove. The tracker catches that. So does Sangakkara.
The actual delivery is the blue line, and if the ball had not maybe deviated any, it's only very slight, if any. Almost carrying to that man straight and short. 39 for 1. What a contest we have. 6 overs gone. At the moment, he's a 6.50. 1 wicket down, Yunus Khan at the crease. Sri Lanka defending 253. The man in form, one of them certainly, with Mohammad Yusuf slated to come next. Abdul Razak, a dangerous player thereafter. A lot of the Pakistan players, well, I would think all of them, given that it's a smaller unit in the absence of two. Shoaib Malik, Yusuf, Razak. And then you have Akmal, Shahid Afridi, Rana Naveed. So there is some depth to this Pakistan batting. And one of the key matchups will be when Murali comes on to bowl. We saw the Pakistani spinners do so well earlier in the day.
Good delivery, Vass. Yunus having to just reach for that last one, nearly mistimed it.
දාන්න උඩින් දාන්න තන තියලා දාපන්. ඉස්සරහනේ.
Maharouf at 6 for 14 against the West Indies yesterday. Back a couple of days ago. And Dilhar Fernando, I think he's one of those who can be off big time or who can be really outstanding. So pressure really on now at the part of the competition that matters more than most.
Come on boys, come on.
Short fine leg and deep backward square.
Oh.
One run off the over. 40 for 1. We near the season or the festivities of Diwali. Festival of Lights. Bang on target. The umpires in this tournament have been fitted with earpieces much similar to the earpieces that we use here as commentators. Difference is that those are really only connected to pick up the sound from the batsman's end, striker's end that is. And the stump mics. And it just helps them clarify and make their decision as to inside edges and thin edges.
Well, just like that last one, wasn't it, Ian? Just that wasn't a leg by. There's quite a loud inside edge, and certainly be able to hear that. So he gets a little nick on it first before it takes pad. There. Now, you don't just have to rely on sight to pick that up. Might have been very useful as Murali's away, but the dismissal of Hafiz, a very fine edge through to Sangakkara, may well have helped Billy Bowden. So our tracker picked it up, but Bowden may well have used the stump microphone at the far end just for that dismissal there. Not much of time, I think, to see the outside edge, see it deviate, because the keeper is standing up. The tracker that you can see the long line indicating there gets the sound from exactly the same source.
And I think it's so helpful as well when you've got as big and as vociferous a crowd as we have here. When they're all cheering and talking and shouting as the bowler runs in and delivers, it just amazes me sometimes how an umpire can even hear a fine edge given the noise in the stadium.
Well, it's hard enough certainly batting, isn't it, to hear calls.
He's been touching 89, 90 miles per hour, Lassit Malinga. But we'll just allow you to have a listen, folks, as the bowler runs in, as to what can be picked up from the stump mics buried in the dirt just near the stumps. Have a listen. Nice sound, nice shot to end the over. 48 for 1. Certainly at this stage, there is no problems with the foundation that has been laid for Pakistan. Their destiny is almost in their own hands. Sri Lanka, though, will be looking to come back hard. Ramiz Raja and Ravi Shastri are new commentators.
Thank you, Ian. Yes, this is a pretty good start by Pakistan. Just what they wanted when they were up against a stiff target. They may have lost a wicket, but the momentum is there. And it's but still a lot of cricket to be played. I do believe this game will really start in another 7 or 8 overs. Once the ball gets a little older and softer, when the Sri Lankan spinners come into play, that'll be the test for the Pakistan batting lineup. But so far, so good. Another couple of runs. Got Ramiz Raja with me. Ramiz, any thoughts on the batting order for Pakistan? Because you've got some explosive players there. You think they'll go with Mohammad Yusuf next, but they'll always be looking out for Afridi.
That's right, but I'd still have Mohammad Yusuf coming in next because Pakistan, as you just mentioned, after a very good start, an aggressive start. So no need really to introduce Afridi at this stage.
I agree. I think just go proper now because you're going along nicely. Just about to run a ball. Some dangerous players to come. There's Abdul Razak as well, who can tonk it lower down the order.
Not only this innings has gone off to a brilliant start and pace, but we've seen some delightful strokes from Pakistani batsmen. Especially this man on the screen, Imran Farhat. He's got to be sensible now. He's got to start. All he has to do is to carry on concentrating. His job is not finished yet. He's looked good, dominating. But he's got to be sensible and just carry on. Nonsensical, really. The shot was never on. You've got to give respect to Chaminda Vas. He's a thorough professional. Rolled his fingers on over that one. Chaminda, there you see him. Changing the pace of the ball and varying it. That is what he'll do now. After being stung hard by Pakistan early on when he was looking to get some seam and swing out of this pitch. Certainly changed gears and bowling those leg cutters now quite consistently.
4 of the over, 52 for 1. Yes, I think it's about playing sensibly now. Pakistan have got a left-hand, right-hand batting combination, and Yunus Khan is a solid player. He can work the ball around and hang in there. But I think from Pakistan's point of view, after what's happened in the last week, you know, if they can really put up a good game here, it'll be terrific for the tournament.
Yes, watch out for the wounded Tigers. They've certainly been wounded.
$52 for 1. Yes, it was a pretty busy day yesterday once the news broke out about Shoaib Akhtar and Mohammad Asif. I must have made about 15 calls to Ramiz Raja's room, but just couldn't find him. Little did I realize later, the reason being he's on the technical committee and was being hounded by the media. Yes, they were looking for Ramiz. Good shot. But only a single. But you know what I liked, Ramiz, was Yunus Khan at the toss today. You know, confident. You know, he was. The fact that he had lost two of his key players, he just comes across as a good communicator, very enthusiastic cricketer.
Yes, the other good thing about Yunus Khan is that he's very passionate about the game. He'll keep on talking to you, as you just mentioned, excellent communicator. He reads the game well. And when under pressure, you expect him to perform. Another asset that he's got. His character certainly will be challenged today. Mahela Jayawardene, on the other hand, another very good student of the game. He'll be shuffling, shifting his options out there in the field. Dilhara Fernando needs to get it right straight away. We know that he can struggle with his run-up, with his direction. He hasn't come across as a confident bowler yet in this ICC Champions Trophy, but here's his chance to become a hero.
Yes, he hits the bat, that's for sure. He's sharp and he gets it right. And a bowler who skids onto the bat. There you go. It's a poor start. Well, Imran Farhat, his eyes lit up there. Juicy full toss. It's you put him under pressure straight away.
This will certainly relax Imran Farhat, because we know that at times he can suffer from a bout of frustration if not given those kinds of deliveries. Make him think, make him bat for quieter periods. He can get frustrated very early. That one kept low. So even though he's looked $1 million out there, but for Pakistan's cause, he's got to carry on and maybe look to play a major role in this innings. Just remember what happened to the Sri Lankan top order. Everyone got in, looked very impressive, but then got out. As a result, Sri Lankans were bowled out for 250 odd.
Yes, I do believe the skill factor will come into play when the ball gets older. We'll see some more low bounce then. And then to keep the run rate up is not all that easy. No ball.
It's imperative that Mahela Jayawardene and co do not abandon their option. Just absorb this frustration. It's way over that popping crease. It hasn't been an auspicious start. I think the fellows in the field need to rally around him and support him.
That should be a wide. Well, this is not what Sri Lanka wanted from Fernando. Now the pressure is going to build on him. Started off with a full toss that went to the boundary. And a no ball, a wide.
Imran Farhat has got to realize that here's a bowler who's struggling with his rhythm and form, so he must not gift him the wicket. He's already got a boundary in this over. Idea is to calm your nerves, see what the opposition is trying to do, or whether they are under the cosh or not. Certainly are Sri Lankans.
That's edged and put down. It's the captain, Jayawardene. The opportunity was there for Sri Lanka. An outside edge that carried.
Well, here was Sri Lanka's big opportunity. Not a great shot from Imran Farhat, and Mahela, who is normally a safe fielder, grasses it. This really would have been a confidence booster to Dilhara Fernando had this catch been taken.
.59 for 1.
Good delivery from Dilhara Fernando, and well, it went straight, fast, low to Mahela, who's normally such a good fielder. Not enough give in. Met the ball with hard hands. It didn't really pocket in the middle of his cup or palm.
I just think he... It's a power play being taken, 59 for 1. He's a good fielder, Jayawardene. I just thought he didn't probably expect the ball to come that quickly. Expected to just die on him. And that's why if you see that catch being taken, he's gone down really low. Balls come a lot quicker. Hit him on the hard part of the palm and high. His finger is really low. Vs continuing.
He'll be the stabilizer in this innings, Yunus Khan. Not a naturally gifted stroke maker, Yunus Khan, but he works hard at his batting. Excellent temperament to back it. That is where he'll be useful, just turning the strike over. He'll be hoping and expecting Imran Farhat to be sensible here now. He's been dropped, he's played quite a few shots. Maybe he needs to restrain himself. Let this partnership grow further. Only 21 runs old, this partnership.
Well, he takes the aerial route and finds the gap and the boundary. So Imran Farhat has moved on to 29, and the crowd really enjoying this because it has all the makings of a cracking contest.
I don't like the shot selection here. The result was pretty good, but really took a lot of risk by drawing the ball away from the stumps, across its line towards the onside.
Just get the feeling he's watching out for that change in pace from Vs. Watching the ball come out of the hand closely. Every now and then Vs likes to slide his fingers across the seam. That's what he's watching for, and if it's in the right area, he's going to have a crack at it. Even if it means taking the aerial route or the... Just coming back to the crowd, I think a lot more people will come in to the ground now, knowing that Pakistan are not out of this. I said it earlier, expect the unexpected from Pakistan at all times. Last time Sri Lanka were beaten, they were beaten by Pakistan. And a fabulous turnout here today. 11 gone, 65 for 1.
पेरिस में साहिल? जी बिल्कुल, पेरिस में साहिल के पकवान ने तहलका मचा दिया है और दूर दूर से साहिल के मद्दाह अपने दोस्तों और रिश्तेदारों समेत साहिल की जानिब खिंचे चले आ रहे हैं। सिर्फ आपका इंतजार है। आएं और भूख को चमका देने वाली डिशेस को ट्राई करें। लजीज और सेहतमंद खाना शायद ही आपको कहीं और मिले। साहिल, पेरिस की जान, उम्दा और बेहतरीन पकवान।
65 for 1, still a lot of cricket to be played here, 39 overs to be bowled. Fernando continuing. And when Sri Lanka batted, we saw the tempo changing once the spinners were introduced, and Sri Lanka has plenty of options. He's one of them. Tilakaratne Dilshan can come and bowl a bit of off spin. He will bowl his 10 overs, that's for sure. Uthaya Muralidharan and Sanat Jayasuriya as well. Jayasuriya, Muralidharan, both experienced campaigners.
He's generating good pace, Dilhar Fernando. The ball hitting the bat rather than the other way around. The pressure that the Sri Lankans are looking at from their bowlers. Create that pressure. Get Pakistan into a situation where they panic. Still even Stevens. 5 runs per over required.
Much tighter in this over. Dilhar Fernando zeroing in on that off stump, just bowling back of a length, looking to tuck up the left-hander.
They've got some wonderful athletes in the field really to make scoring difficult for Pakistan. You can easily add another 25 runs to the Sri Lankans total, because this pitch will play a few tricks come the spinners. The quality of fielding from Sri Lanka is bound to dominate the proceedings.
Well, he's got away with it. And a couple of runs. Just looked as if it was a premeditated shot.
I think Yunus Khan has decided to let him be. He's not bothered to go down to the striker's end. If it's working for Pakistan, then so be it. I guess that is what Yunus Khan is thinking.
Ramesh, I think he's realized one guy has to go, and he's going to play the role of sheet anchor, being the captain, experienced. Now wrapped on the pads here. And have just been going down. Bowling from around the wicket, from wide of the crease. There's an angle being created.
Simon Toffel was very calm in awarding that in favour of the batsman, but Sri Lankans creating a bit of a drama. Strong appeal from everyone, but couldn't convince the man who mattered the most in the end.
Outfield's quick, and a boundary here for Pakistan. And a nice way to end the over. 12 overs gone, 71 for 1.
रीन और लजीज खानों का एम्बेसडर डिप्लोमेट। पेरिस की हसीन और रंगीन जिंदगी को दोबारा कीजिए। डिप्लोमेट तशरीफ लाइए और फिर कहीं और न जाइए। डिप्लोमेट के वसी मेन्यू से कोई भी एक डिश ट्राई कीजिए और फिर करते चले जाइए। You will be spoilt for choice with Diplomat's extensive menu for a memorable and unforgettable dining experience. You're welcome at Diplomat. Bon appétit.
So in comparison, Sri Lanka was 77 for 1, Pakistan 71 for 1, so not much to choose between the two sides. I think what Pakistan can do different from Sri Lanka is a lot of players from the Sri Lankan side